All right. In the CPM ebook, which if you don't know how to get to, I would honestly save a tab. Like my CPM ebook saves as one of my most visited things. You're going to log in. Don't do this yet, Katie. You're going to go to your ebook. You're going to go to 325. You guys only have one book. You also probably have the Spanish version available. And in 325, in the tug of war problem, it says 378 student e-tool. It will look like this. Get there. Okay, do that now. I will be right back. I got to check on something. Get there now. Inside of 325. 325 lesson. And then, yeah, I don't know why I see people on Schoology. That's a little confusing. You can get to the ebook through like the Worthington apps, but guys, honestly, if you just Google CPM ebooks, it's right there. You don't actually want to just go to cpm.org because you need to go to the ebook specifically. So I would Google cpm.org takes you to their website, not straight to the ebook website. You guys are awesome. The rules for this game are not on your paper for a reason. Because I want you to listen to the directions. Hopefully one of your classmates goes out and talks to them about jumping in the line.
Yeah, she just did. Right I've heard someone be like, are any of my friends up there? Brenda's out there already.
Alright, so the tug of war game we're about to play. How this works. Each person will take turns spinning and composing your numbers. What do I mean by composing? Putting them together. When you compose something, you put it together. So, I spin, I get a -2 and a -2. I can add, subtract, multiply, or divide. My end goal is either get to -11 or +11. So you're each going to pick a color. I'm going to pick, green is normally my color. So I'm going to pick green. What can I do with -2 and -2? If I add them, I can get to -4. If I multiply them, I can get to +4. I'm kind of a positive guy, so I'm going to decide to multiply them. On your graph paper. Everyone grab your graph paper and title it Tug of War. It says Tug O War, but if you want to say Tug of War, I think Tug of War, but on your paper, as I walk around and check on what you're doing to make sure I can keep DJing and we can keep having a good time, What I then write is my two numbers. What I did with them, so notice I put a multiplication symbol, and where I'm at now. Then, my next move, we with me? I'm hoping we're with me, right, Lucy? Okay. Because I can't see what you're doing on the computer, so I just got to trust you guys. My next move is going to start at 4. So I'm going to say 4 and, so my opponent goes, right, whoever I'm facing off against, and they write down their move of whatever they did with their numbers, where they landed, and they move their token. So let's say like my opponent ends up at -5. I go again, spin, spin, +1, +1. I guess +1, +1. So on my paper, I'm going to write, okay, so I did a 1 and a 1, and I'm just going to add them. So where's that get me? 6. And I move my token to 6. Does that make sense? One of you can just be the computer driver if you want, if it's easier than like turning the computer back and forth. Just make sure that you're like being, cool and like doing what you're supposed to do. Don't like put their token in the wrong place. So your end goal is try to get to +11 or -11. If you get there, raise your hand. If you have all your work written down that shows me how you got to +11 or -11, I'll give you a piece of candy. Remember, you can add, subtract, multiply, or divide with your numbers. If you choose, you could also, depending on where you're at, you can, the new thing that you got, I could, for right now, let's say we have to add my last location with my new move. Let's go ahead and say this thing between, because otherwise there's a lot of options that we could do. So let's say this is going to continue to add, but with the two numbers that you spin, the two numbers I get from here, you can do whatever you want to put them together. Add, subtract, multiply, divide.
So you have to get to 11 exactly. If you go over, you just have to.
If you go past, you just come back. Then you got to start subtracting, right? You got to.
Past 15 somehow.
Then you reset, actually. Okay. Yeah, so don't go past 15. Make sure that you don't. So, okay, on that case, I guess here, Chloe brings up a good point. Let's go ahead and say we can add or subtract, my previous move and my, next ones. Because Chloe's saying, if I was at 14 and I got +1, +1, I can't go to 16. So I would probably just do 1 - 1 and just say, forget it. I'm just going to stay here at 14. But yeah, so let's go ahead and say we can add or subtract. If my verbal rules don't make sense, right here, you have the rules. Okay? Oh, this is what they say is you lose your turn. But so you would just stay where you are. But up to you guys. So pick a color, place it at 0, dive into the game. Make sure you write stuff down. Yeah. 5 you get like -1. You could get positive 5 actually. Because we're like, we look for like one program, not one program, but we have one principal in use case to put more clarity. Our goal was to make that.
You're my Nico. I wanted you moved this. I wanted you.
It's actually you just want to complain.
No, I moved it. I know it.
Where's our math? I'll tell you. That doesn't end with -1. I gotta see it written out until it ends with -1. I gotta see all the work getting to the end. I don't think I was unclear. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. If you did not turn in 232, 234 yesterday, those need turned in. And if you have the chapter 2 follow-up, remember that's due whenever you get it done. So if you have the chapter 2 follow-up done, that I will like distinctly collect that on Monday if people haven't turned it in. Do you have it all written down? You did 4 first. 2. We were at 2. Okay, so there's that 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 1 and 3. Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Did I from before?
Yeah.
Oh, you left class so early.
It's just my podcast.
Now we gotta use up these before we restock them. Otherwise, we'll end up with all. Right? It's so convenient. How's this pocket? Is that like usable?
Yeah.
It doesn't get in the way of your knees? Okay.
I put
Pretty cool.
pockets down there, and then it's kind of the only ones that don't work are the ones here.
That'll work right now.
I was gonna put pretty. I know. I was gonna put pretty.
Make sure we're checking each other's math to make sure we're honest. Negative times negative. Same sign, right? When we multiply same sign. So you tell me, same sign once again. Orange poster, it says multiply. Go same sign for green poster. Same sign gives you what kind of answer? Positive. Can you get there? You would actually want just do negative 7, right? You minus the 3. So negative 7 plus negative 4. I'm already 2. Oh, yeah, I said you allowed to have this. Yeah, sorry, I said you allowed to choose. So this is negative, which is good. All the numbers that you got, you definitely get to look. It might be keep a couple of signs of the minus this is negative. And if they were negative, that would be negative. You get negative, right? So you can actually do minus negative 2, yeah. Or plus a negative 4, yeah, we can do that. Good work. Keep going. Once, hey, now's the good morning. Once you hit 11, So I'm going to try that again because I started talking and somebody else started talking, and that's weird. I think there's only one of me. Once you get to 11, you reset, or negative 11, but the other person keeps going, right? It doesn't, like, when you win, it doesn't mean the other person resets. You reset, the other person keeps going. You get that? So, I'll just spin this around and we'll tell all of the numbers. Oh, you were working together, weren't you? Now this, you had a negative 4. Plus a negative 1. If you went down 4, and then down another 1. Yeah. Down 4, down 1. We're looking at multiplication. So that says multiply. You need to look at the add subtract. There are 2 sets of positives. You see what I'm talking about? So multiply, same sign gets a positive answer. You need to multiply these to add it. Because what's 4 times 1? Negative 5. So you can do whatever you want with them. You go farther, you add them. You go closer to 11. If you want to go positive, you can multiply. So you need to spin again to get the outcome. I think we got some errors in our work. Oh, that's a shade right there. I'm trying to check if it's 200. You stay where you're at. I'm going to reset. Show me the map. Show me what you have written. So you're at negative 4. Where is that? Yeah, I can only keep keep music on if it works. If we're working. Okay. Okay, what are you going to do with those numbers? So on your marker's at -7 right now. If you're at -7, you're at -7. So then, -4. Well, we need to put these two numbers together before we do something with them. So, do you want to move left or do you want to move right? Okay, so if we do -4 minus 2, that'll get us -6, right? -4 minus 2. So -6 would take us 6 more to the left. When you add a positive, yeah. But if we do -4 minus 2, those together is -6. Right? -4 minus 2.
No, it's not.
So we're at -7. What we're gonna do, you're saying add, but I gotta combine these numbers first. So you have -4. Are you saying plus? Or are you saying minus? What is -4 plus 2? No. Bad guy 4. Yeah. So bad guy 4 is good. So now, -7 and -2. Where does that take me to? Yeah. So now we should be at -9. This is the work that we should do. I gotta check the schedule. Chill, I gotta check the schedule. Close your Chromebooks. Grab a pencil. You can always get to this assignment or this activity, but right now we all need to look. Is this what happens when I give you sugar? I owed her a lifesaver from yesterday, and apparently.
No, this is what happens when I sit in a chair. She literally, when we were filming the Robert show, we had like 20 takes of her.
Oh my gosh. Maybe we need to work on that. Maybe you haven't reached mastery in sitting. You're still progressing. Alright, we're looking right here. Well, guys, look, honestly, some of you haven't reached mastery with deodorant, so let's talk about that. Cynthia, hey, we're not calling people out. That's the rudest thing you can do. We're just saying things generally. We all want to be able to enjoy our time at school. So Cynthia's at 15. Oh, no. Cynthia's at 15. She spins a 1 and a -3. She thinks she might be able to get to 11 with this. So what we're going to write down is 15 right here on your paper. And then, how could she add the combination of those? So we have not combined those numbers yet. How far does she need to move if she's at 15 and wants to get back to 11? She needs to move 4, but in what direction?
Back.
The negative. So if you're going to talk, how could I get a -4 here? Nope, we don't have absolute value. It's something we're allowed to do. Sorry, they did not give that as an option. Yeah, my apologies. Ava? But isn't minusing a negative going to get us a positive? Like, so I think what you just said, I don't know if this is what you meant, but I think you just said do that. That ends up being positive 4. Sure. I think you just said it backwards. Here, sure, you got to click a couple things, though. Yeah, if you know what you're doing. There we go. Oh, negative 3. Go down 1 more. Go ahead and hit that red X for me, please. So, on our notes paper, what we want to write to do what Ava just showed us is if we do negative 3 minus 1, that says go down. I'm already at negative 3. Go down or left 1 more. So really, that's 15 and negative 4. Which, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet! Cynthia wins. Devin is now at... Ooh, he's at 1. Bro. Devin spins a 4 and a negative 3. How could Devin get to either positive or negative 11? What could he do with those numbers? Do you know? Chloe says if I do negative 3 times 4, that's really like 1 plus negative 12. If I'm at 1 and I go down 12, where do I end up? Negative 11, right? Sweet. Negative 11. Gavin now has his marker at 12. Go ahead and write down a 12. And he spins a negative 3, negative 2. Anyone got an idea here for what to do with a negative? I want to go like 1 down, right? I want to get 1 down. I want to get 1. So I want this to be negative 1. Ava? Or Sophia?
Well, you just do negative 3. Wait, never mind. No. That won't work. Sorry. Yeah, that was a silly mistake. The other one didn't allow it.
Ava?
Negative 3 minus negative 2, which turns into negative 3 minus. It's the opposite way, which is. Yeah, so it was going to do that, so that was going to be right. Okay.
So 12 plus. Guys, what does minus negative do? It becomes addition, but negative 3 is still negative 3. So we have negative 3 plus 2. And negative 3 plus 2, sorry, is really, that should not be an equal sign.
Well, there are actually 2 ways. In the end, you could have also done. Oh, wait. I take that back.
Oh, wait, you take it back?
Yeah.
I haven't drank any coffee since our team meeting.
I feel like coffee's a drug. It's addictive.
Caffeine's a drug.
I'm so smart. Caffeine is a drug, but only if you use it every day.
I mean, so is melatonin, which a lot of kids take to help them sleep.
I do not take
Your
that
body
anymore.
naturally
I'm not
produces.
insomniac.
Well, it's at least a chemical. I don't know if we can argue that it's a drug, but it's at least a chemical that your body produces. I think we're out of time. 30, 34. Yep, we're out of time. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Oh!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even if you did not get to 11, because last night was trick or treat, everyone can come up and get a lifesaver.
Can
1.
I give up for Peyton? I will give it to
I didn't what, Braden?
you. Didn't check me yet.
Oh, that's all. You get one anyways. Yeah, I just decided everyone would get one. 1 lifesaver, please, so I have enough to make it through the day. Yo! Hey, for real, hold up. I did not give Math 8 lifesavers because we did a different lesson. Everything was like, I'm going to give them some candy next week, but please do not go out and be like, Mr. Hudson gave us candy. Guys, I don't teach every 7th grader, right? So it's not cool to go out and be like, oh, we got that. Just act like it didn't happen, right? That didn't happen. Happy Halloween, happy trick or treat, whatever you want to say. Happy lifesavers. Have a wonderful weekend. Oh, and don't tell the kids. Hold up. Hey, hold on. More importantly, don't tell the kids coming in because I want them to think they need to solve those problems to get candy, right? Don't tell the kids. Like, keep it a secret. I'm trusting you. Keep it a secret. All right.